720, Corey. I don't know. It is 720, 722, man.
All right, let's get it.
Starting off fresh with KPG. We starting off fresh with KPG. We started off first talking with G. We started off first talking with G. Then we went and added Corey. Then we went and added Corey. Added Prince, that's the KPG. We starting off fresh with KPG. Added Prince, now it's KPG. Added Prince, now it's KPG. And we just talking with KPG. And we just talking with KPG.
What up? What up? What up? Welcome
What
to the
up?
show,
What up?
man. Y'all are on with Talking with KPG. I'm your boy G. In the middle, we got my dog, Prince. How you doing, big homie?
I am doing great, dog. That's an understatement. I am doing great, cuz. I am doing great. How are you doing today?
Man, I'm doing well, bro. Doing well. Welcome everybody else out there, man, in podcast world. Talking with KPG family,
You
episode
all right, dog? You
49,
sound like you got a little cold.
season 2. You know I lost my voice on Thursday, man. It's still trying to get it back together. But I definitely appreciate y'all rocking with us. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. Remember
Me
to put your
too.
name in the
Appreciate you.
chat. Let's get this thing going. Try to hold off a little bit for ATL's finest. Get him on the show. Obviously, he got the time wrong with something. He had the time right, but he got the time wrong.
I don't know what. No. You know what it is? He's just scared right now. He's intimidated because he know what I predicted, and he's just trying to hold back right now. So he'll be on, dog. He's trying to get his words together, cuz he'll be on.
He don't want to see you. He don't want to see you.
Let's ride with it. Let's ride with it.
All right. So let's go ahead and we can start off. Let's start off with college football, man.
Yes, sir.
We had some upsets. We had some pretty good games. We had some teams that came out and showed they might be for real.
For real.
Let's start with the Bulldogs, man. No, let's not start with the Bulldogs because
No,
Corey.
no, let's not talk with the Bulldogs. Yeah, let's
Let's
not
not talk
talk
with
with
the
the
Bulldogs.
Bulldogs, dog.
Let's
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 not go
start
there.
let's start with my FSU Seminoles, man.
I'd say I wasn't going there. I wasn't going there. I didn't want to go there. But since you insist, we're gonna go there. I actually didn't want to talk about that, bro. But since you brought it up, let's talk about it. Okay. Where do we stand with the FSU, Florida State Seminoles University? Since Bobby Bowden, may he rest in peace. Uh, we, I like Florida State. I cannot sit up here and say I didn't. And but they're just not playing up to par right now, bro. They lost to a team, to an unconference team, and it's been since so many years that they lost to them, dog. So I'm not understanding. Is it the coaching? Is it the recruiting? Is it the players are not coming out there feeling like they can win? I don't understand what it is, bro. Hopefully you can explain that to me because I'm baffled.
Well, and this I think this game, man, they just overlooked Jacksonville State.
Yes.
They actually thought that all they had to do was roll their helmets out and they'll get a win against Jacksonville State. And what happened was Jacksonville, they stayed in the game and they started building
Yes.
confidence, which any team does when they don't feel in the beginning that they're really supposed to be with them. And that,
Yes.
but they they started believing. They're like,
Yeah.
hey man, halftime, we this close.
We can
Third
get it.
quarter, we still there. Now the fourth quarter, uh, so I think we laid the hat, man. We laid the ball, man. We dropped the ball on this one, man. We laid an egg.
Oh, okay. I know this might be a difficult question for you, G, and we're just doing what we. One thing about us, we Bring the real, 100%. How do you feel your team's gonna do this season?
I actually feel good about our team. I think our defense is playing well. I think we have a good team. I think, like I said, the team dropped the ball. The team dropped the ball, man. I think we're gonna be all right though. I think we still got an opportunity to play to have a winning season, and
Corey
it's
still
not.
can't get the link.
Yeah, I'm sending it to him right now.
Okay.
There we go. So I still think I
Damn,
think I think
Baker.
we'll be all right.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I was wondering how you felt about that, man. And I know you're a diehard Florida State fan. I know it was hard for you to watch the last 2 weeks, man. But I just think my opinion, dog. I think it's the coaching. You might not agree with me, but I think he's not getting prepared for the game. He's not getting prepared for what's in front of him, and losing to teams that they should not lose to, bro. Florida State is a devastating conference. I mean, Florida State is a team that dominates, but now they're not seeming like they're doing the same thing they've been doing in the past.
Uh,
So I don't know what's going wrong with them, man, and I don't know what the answer could be. Do you have a theory for the answer?
yeah, I don't believe it's the coaching. Like I said, they just didn't come out with the same intensity they came out against Notre Dame. They was ready for Notre Dame. They played a good game against Notre Dame.
So you think they
So
just overlooked the next opponent?
yeah, 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 absolutely.
Okay.
I think that's what happened. They overlooked Jacksonville
Man, hey
State.
man. Okay. Hey, you know what, G? And I appreciate that, but honestly, man, because when it comes to college teams, a lot of people like to make excuses, but you just straight up, and I appreciate your honesty. Man, put your lip back in, bro, because I got a whole bunch for you, bro. I got a whole bunch for you, bro. A whole bunch for you, dog. I've been waiting on this. I've been salivating with my 9-year-old daughter. Anna's like, yo, Dad, you gonna bring it to Uncle Corey? I said, oh yeah, Uncle Corey got it. Uncle Corey got it coming, bro. Uncle Corey got it coming. She's like, Dad, don't be disrespectful. I said, no, I ain't gonna be disrespectful. I'm just bringing it. That's what I do. I
I
bring it. Corey, welcome to the show, cuz. How are you today?
apologize for being late. I missed on the link and all that stuff, man. My bad. What's happening with
You fine.
Man, we're doing well, big homie. Doing
you?
well.
Good. So,
No,
So
no,
we're
man,
talking
no,
about
no, no. Please, please,
we're
please,
talking
please.
we're talking
Go
about
ahead
college
and
football right now.
let's
Talking
do it.
about college
Yeah,
football.
yeah,
We're talking
yeah.
about
Okay.
the
College football.
the upset of Florida State. Tough loss. Tough loss.
Yeah,
Unexpected.
yeah.
So tell me your thoughts on it.
All
Oh
right.
my God.
Let's see my shirt straight. Hey man,
Okay.
I was actually I was a little stunned. Uh, you know, I'm gonna say this here. I ain't saying I'm a Florida State follower or whatever, but I've always been a fan. I've always been a Bowden fan. Your Hall of Fame, fame players or whatever. But y'all hadn't lost to a non-major in 60 seasons. 60 seasons, bro. That's
Mm-hmm.
a that's a stat for for real. Now I'll
For
be
real.
straight with you, man. We've all known the lore of Florida State football, right? We all know the prestige. We all know the championships. We all know the great coaching that they've had. Hey, man, to lose to a non-major like the way they did that, hey, man. My question is for a fan like you, G. I'm gonna go with you because I don't know. Are you a fan the same way the G is for Florida State, Prince?
No, I'm Michigan.
Okay, that's right. You're right. You're a Michigan fan. So but I'm gonna ask you in that same flavor
Okay.
as a
Okay.
Michigan fan and Florida State, which y'all got deep rooted coaching. Y'all got deep rooted
Yes.
fans, deep
Mhm.
rooted wins, and y'all acknowledge that for a long time. If you lose to a non-major team after 60 years of ball, where does the coach because all he said was there's no excuse. I apologize. Hey, bro, you lost to a non-major team. 60
G,
seasons.
G, can I answer that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Where you go?
Okay. 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 I can appreciate how G feels because if you remember, we lost to Appalachian State a couple of years ago in the major upset at Michigan. We lost to Appalachian State. So I understand how G feels. So I can't sit up here and say that I'm feeling differently because I know we lost to them. They were a tough team, and they wasn't they were mid major, and we got spanked. And they made headlines. So hey, sometimes it's like people forget, and they always think about every given Sunday, but it's every given Saturday too, bro. Or every given day, a team can show up and just get you, dog.
But that don't happen to, like I said, but like when you were talking about it, that don't happen to Michigan. That don't happen to Florida State.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, you're right.
60 years, 60 years. Come on, man.
All right, G,
And
go ahead. Let's hear it, G.
So
Let's hear it.
you don't put the coach on the hot seat right now for that. They they went toe to toe with Notre Dame last week. You don't you don't now question the man's job after a loss. I don't think you do. I think you have to give the man an opportunity to see what he does after a loss. After a loss like that, how does your team respond? Because anytime a team of young players like that can go out there unfocused, against a Jacksonville State team, like I was telling Prince, a Jacksonville State team that you feel shouldn't be on the field with you. So you don't take the time really to study during the week because the game is won before you get on the field. So if you're not really taking the game as serious because it's Jacksonville State, is Jacksonville State's HBCU?
no,
No.
no.
Okay. Um, but yeah, so it's a lower
It
conference
would have been
team.
worse. It would have been worse if it was a HBCU. Now, come on.
Honestly,
No,
I've been better because I would have thought it would have been for the HBCUs. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
To
okay.
kind of lift them up. But
Oh, okay. I got you.
yeah,
Oh, yeah. No.
go
okay.
ahead, Prince.
But what I'm saying, dog, is that the fact that we both are in the same pain when it comes to losing. We lost the teams that shouldn't even been on the same field with us, bro. We got spanked by teams that shouldn't be on the same field with us. And I understand that it's not HBCU, but there's a lot of HBCU teams that could have beat uh top 10, top 5 division teams if they come to play. I'm just saying, dog, we cannot predict what's going to happen when people put their focus and their mind and their heart into playing the ball. And everybody can have a bad game, man. Everybody can have a bad game. But
I ain't
is
gonna lie.
that for the state? Go ahead.
I have to disagree only because of y'all pedigree. Michigan, Florida State, the pedigree is unheard of. Even if you just don't score high for a non-mid major, it don't happen that often. And what I'm saying is when I read, I'm just reading on it said the Tallahassee Democrat. Some of these boosters, man, are upset. Some of these boosters want his head. Some of these boosters that put in unheard of money, for certain players to come to this school don't want to see that type of stuff.
Yeah.
They got players that was at Jacksonville State that nobody heard of. That was, that wide out that won the game. He didn't know who he was until then, and he made that DB look like he was third tier. Like, man, this was your starter and got burnt to lose the game. And they didn't want to hear that from that coach. I'm not saying that he should be fired, but someone want his head.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to, hey, listen, this is embarrassing, and because Jacksonville State is not that far. Some of them Jacksonville State alumni are kicking it heavy right now. Mm-hmm. This was their Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So that's all
Hey,
I'm saying.
real quick, G, I think Lil John says I don't get the early show memo. Do you want to address that?
Yeah. So, during football season, y'all, we got to change the schedule up so we can get all the games in. At 8:00 now, they have an 8:00 game, 8:20 game. So we want to try to change the schedule up so we can still do our show and have you all on, and then y'all can still watch the games as well. So
Yes,
that's
sir.
why we want. So from now on, we will be going on at 7:20 on Sundays, 7:20 to 8:20 on Sundays.
What's wrong with your throat, man?
He needs some lemon juice. He
What's
needs some
wrong with
lemon
your
juice. But hold up. He needs some lemon juice, dog. But that's not the elephant in the room right now. That's not the elephant in the
We're
room.
gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Let's keep it
Okay,
moving.
okay,
Go along with the show,
okay.
man.
Go
Let's keep
ahead,
moving.
G.
Go along
Go
with
ahead,
the
G.
show. Look, I can
Let, let,
tell you're ready. Go along with the show, man. Go
let's
ahead.
go. All right. The Georgia Bulldogs
Okay.
had a monster game.
Monster game.
A monster game. And I mean, we can, I think that's big because normally what happens with Georgia is they play a big game
Right.
and then they come back the next week and then they have a clunker. But they didn't. They came out and showed like what we were talking about with the Florida State team. You got to show that team that they shouldn't be on the field with you.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what they
Right.
did from the jump. That's what they did from the jump. Tell me your thoughts on that, man.
UAB.
Go ahead.
Okay, my bad. Yeah, go ahead, Prince.
No, man. You're the Georgia fan. I'll chime in after you.
UAB, you're right, and you know what, you are absolutely right in terms of our reputation for, I guess taking our foot off the gas when we play a team like UAB. What we did was we came out, we executed. I think we shut them down the first 3 quarters before they even got a score. They scored in the fourth, so it was a complete shutout until the fourth. 21 in the first, 14 in the second, 14 in the third, and it was all downhill from there. You're right. It was what we call, or what most of those top teams call a tune-up game. Make sure that they're running the plays to perfection. I remember when Southern University came and played them, and that kid, he got paralyzed. You know what I'm saying? When you play in a small team, it's supposed to happen that way. They even had the backup quarterback in there, and he was doing this thing. So, I mean, you're right. You're supposed to come out and execute. Now, am I calling it a big win? No. UAB, they've been pushing themselves to be a decent team, but you're right. It should have. We did what we were supposed to do. But we got to stay number 2 and hopes that, we can continue to build and get better because we know what's coming. We know what's coming. So we just gotta keep doing it. We know what's coming.
Absolutely. Prince?
Yes, I think Georgia defense is outstanding this year. We never really talked about the defense. It's always been the quarterback or running back or wide receiver that has been getting them the wins, but their defense is elite this year. So I feel that as long as the defense plays the way they're playing, I mean they have a chance. Because see, what is the big issue? Can they beat Alabama? That's what we're looking at. That's what the bottom line is. Can they beat Alabama? And I think if their defense plays good, with Alabama having he's a freshman quarterback. Am I wrong, or sophomore quarterback?
Yeah, freshman quarterback. Yep.
Okay, if
Well,
they
it's his
can bring the
first year. I don't
same,
know if he's a freshman. I know it's his first year though. Yeah.
yes, his first year. Okay, so if they can bring the same intensity with Georgia's defense that they've been bringing this whole time, they have a chance to win the SEC. Now I could be wrong, but I think I really stand on that, G.
No, I'm with you, man. I think Georgia has a great chance of winning the SEC. A great chance. They're solid all around on the defensive side and the offensive side. You have arguably the best defensive player in the country on their team. Their D tackle. Um, Number 99 is special, man. That kid is special. So yeah, I don't put that past him, but like you said, to beat the best, you gotta beat the best. So
That's my
if it ain't
line,
that
G. That's my
Alabama,
line, G.
yeah.
So
So
like I said, we all know Alabama. I think they put up 48. They did 44 the first game against a highly touted Miami team too. But they were supposed to handle their business too against Mercer. So, and I think they took out. I ain't gonna lie to Alabama's credit. I think they took their starters out after the second half.
Yeah, they did. But we cannot base every team on the second game of the season because listen, my team played a layup, Alabama played a layup, Georgia played a layup. If we did not win, then we wouldn't be where we are today. But there were a couple of teams that didn't that had trouble. Notre Dame had trouble. You know what I'm saying? Texas had trouble, but I want to get to the upset of the week. Okay, I want to get to the Oregon game over
Oh,
Ohio State.
Ohio State.
Okay, that's
Mhm.
what I want to get to. That's what I want you guys' opinion on. Oregon over Ohio State. Did you see that coming, or did you watch the game? Did you see that coming? Do you think that Oregon is going to be strong and be in the top five for the running for the national championship?
Uh,
G, Corey.
go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't think so. I think or being the top 5 for Oregon. Yeah,
They beat Ohio
I
State.
think
Ohio
I
State
think
was top three
I
team.
think
G.
Ohio State might be a little overrated, man. I
Okay.
think they may be living off of their past. Uh, it's I'm not that best team out there in the Big Ten right now. I think it's Penn State. I
Okay.
think Penn State is better than Ohio State. So I don't see Ohio State being this great team like they're being predicted to be. So I think Oregon was a big win for Oregon, but I'm not putting them up there yet though. I think Oregon has to do a little more to be in that top 5.
Okay. Okay. Corey.
And then at the same time, it was still close. I just you didn't see the Ohio State of old. But then you gotta look at it like this too. They lost. First of all, they lost Justin Fields. They lost I think wide out. They lost a few guys on defense. They lost a good little group in that senior crew that came out last year. And then at the same time, they only dropped to I think number 10 or something like that. I mean, for that loss to
Yeah.
Oregon, I think they're still in the top 10, but it's always good. How they always say, it's always good to take that first loss as opposed to taking the loss in week 10 or week 11. You know what I'm saying? You take that first one and then you kind of run the table to figure out what's going on. I think Brandon Buchanan said they dropped down to number 9. So, all right, so they're still in the top 10. But I always say this here, man. Whenever you get when that Big Ten come up against the ACC or the SEC especially, it challenges them. I ain't gonna lie to you. It challenges the hell out of them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think Oregon is gonna challenge for the national championship. I think all Ohio State has to do is win the Big Ten and they'll still be in it. They have to go through Penn State, like you said, but
Whoa. See, this is what baffles me about you two. Where the hell do you put Michigan at? So Ohio State has to go through Penn State? No. Ohio State has to beat Michigan. We won by 30 points the last 2 games, but y'all not even acknowledging Michigan?
y'all ain't beat Ohio
What's up
State.
with that?
Y'all ain't beat Ohio State. When y'all
I
sure y'all
mean,
beat
you crazy, bro. You
when y'all last time
crazy,
y'all beat
dog.
Ohio State?
You gonna spank
If,
Ohio State this year, but you
if
guys,
I'm not
but no,
mistaken,
the
who
pure
won the national championship
disrespect.
last year? Who won the
The
national
pure, it
championship
don't
last
make
year?
no difference, dog. It don't make no difference. The pure disrespect of y'all not even acknowledging Michigan this year is
Y'all
just
brought in
baffling,
okay.
bro.
If you want to do
Really,
that, we'll do this.
really.
If you want to do that, let's do this. Okay. You brought
Okay.
in a coach in Harbaugh that was hired to beat Ohio State, and
Yeah,
he can't
yeah,
do it. He can't do
yeah.
it.
Okay. You don't know if we can't this year. Ohio State lost to Oregon.
He's been
Really?
here nine. He's been here
Really?
9
It don't make
seasons.
no difference, dog. It
He don't
don't
lose
make
to
no
Ohio
difference,
State.
dog. It don't make no difference. He lost to Oregon. He got spanked by Oregon for the running game. Do you know what Michigan's running game is this season, dog? Do you know the last 2 games what they're averaging per
But he,
running rushing yards?
but they beat. Hey, listen, it don't matter. But they beat
It does
Michigan.
matter. It
It,
does
it,
matter. It
it
does
don't.
matter.
Them boys
It
were
does matter.
way.
It,
They wear
no,
Michigan
it
out
does matter.
every
See, that's the
year.
problem with you. That's the problem with you and G. You got this bias, dog. Y'all got this bias, bro.
Okay, you
Okay,
want me to go get my
okay.
wife?
Y'all
She'll
got
do it
this
better than
bias,
me.
bro.
She'll
Okay, let me tell you something, guys.
y'all ain't gonna
Let me tell
win.
you something. Michigan's gonna win the Big Ten, guaranteed, bro.
Okay.
No, no.
Okay.
So
Let me tell you, guys. You got this bias going on with Ohio State. The same bias you had with Jameis Winston. And what happened? We need to get to NFL, bro. Because I got a lot to say, bro.
He ready.
We need to
He
get to
ready.
NFL, bro. 'Cause
He
I
ready.
got a
we getting
lot to
there.
say,
Hey,
bro. I got a lot to say.
whoa, cowboy. Whoa. Pull the reins back. Hold up. Look. Hey. Kanisha said, ain't nobody thinking about that team up north, first of all. And then James Littlejohn said Michigan might be top 30 at best.
Well, James Littlejohn said the same thing about the Falcons winning the first game. But what happened to that? What happened to that, Little John?
All right.
Little John, first Little John, second Little John, third Little John. What happened to that?
Well, let's get into it then.
So
Let's get into it.
We're
Please,
talking
let's
about
get
the
into it.
SEC and
Okay.
one more team in college. Texas said they wanted to join the SEC.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Are they ready for the
No,
SEC? Because Arkansas
No, sir.
put it on them boys yesterday.
Woo!
Arkansas put a one game on them that they wasn't ready for.
No, they out physical them. They put the physicalness on them boys. They was not ready for.
I'm gonna say this, guys, and I'm just ask your opinion in terms of football. The SEC, and I'm biased because I'm an SEC guy. Strongest conference on a consistent basis, on a consistent level. Listen when I say the word consistent.
Okay, we're listening.
Has been the SEC. All right.
Yeah, we agree. We agree.
Because now, like I'm not saying on a whole, like I said, we had better quarterbacks that come out of the ACC. We had or the Pac-10, Big Ten. Depending on where you come from, but on a consistent basis, SEC has always been one of the strongest conferences, right?
Yes, sir.
Then you get Texas, Oklahoma that said, listen, we want to prove that we're just as good. We want to come over there. We want to join the big dogs.
Yes, sir.
My question to you is it fair to judge Texas already when they just entered the home of the big dog?
Let me get this, G. Let me go first. I think it's fair because if you think you can run with the big boys, you need to prove you can run with the big boys. You can't just have that lip service and just talk about, okay, we're ready, we're ready. Okay, if you get out there and get punched in the mouth, like Mike Tyson said, you always have a game plan to get punched in the mouth. When you get punched in the mouth, then it's a whole different game plan after that. Okay, Texas thought they could do that. They should have stayed in ACC when Oklahoma left because they could probably run it right now. They would probably be running it right now.
Where were they? They were in the was it the Big Ten? They weren't in the ACC. They were in the Big Ten.
I don't think. No, Texas wasn't in the Big Ten.
Nah, Big 12, right?
Big 12.
I'm sorry, the Big 12. I apologize. My bad. The Big 12. The Big 12. So, yes, sir. Yes, sir. The SEC is a beast that they don't even recognize, bro. What are you doing, Corey? What's that? What's going on? What you got up?
I'm fish y'all. Go ahead, man. I'm listening.
We didn't know we were gonna have props in the show.
You see them on tilt, man.
We didn't know we were gonna. Okay. Anyway. All right. But yes, I think they got what they deserved. I mean, they came out there, but they're not. I don't feel that Texas is ready for the SEC, but I could be wrong. It's just one game. But Arkansas has always been in the bottom of the barrel in the SEC. And they come out and spank you. So you get spanked by the bottom of the barrel. What's going to happen when you rise to the top?
Now, Brandon Buchanan just made a good point. They bring money to the SEC.
That's true.
They bring a lot of bread. Texas, I say this here. Texas got a lot of money. Oklahoma got a lot of money.
But if they're losing consecutive games, what are they going to bring? G?
And the thing about college, man, those boosters, they don't stop coming. they gonna keep, but the money's gonna keep coming.
Yeah.
They don't really lose money too much, man. That's a good thing about college. The boosters, they continue to graduate people, so they're gonna continue to come back. So they're always bringing money. So that's a good thing that they it's always gonna happen. So yeah, I don't think worry about that part. Win or lose, they're gonna be there.
They're gonna be, yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Florida Gators, I don't know when the last time they won, but they had a game this weekend and it was packed with Florida Gator fans. Like they gonna show up to the games. Those type of teams, they're gonna have people show up to the games, man. Texas has a large following.
Yeah, man.
Like Jay Littlejohn says, man, their fan base is faithful. He's right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move on, man. First week NFL season. We have some people who were spot on. We have some people that was a little off. Let's start with the first game of the week, man. It was a tough loss for my boys. Reason my voice is gone.
Yes. It was.
Tampa Bay Cowboys opening up the NFL season. Tell me your thoughts on the game, Corey.
Oh, you went to him first. That's okay. I'm ready.
You know what? I'll pass the baton.
No. I want to hear your thoughts. Go ahead.
You know what's crazy, bro? Let me tell you, I got some takeaways, and I'm gonna be straight up with you, cuz y'all play some great football. I know you don't expect that from me. Y'all play some great football. Y'all made one mistake. No, I'm gonna say two. Two mistakes. Or I'm gonna give you two takeaways that I got. Y'all didn't run that man. We talked about this. Y'all did not run Elliott the way I thought y'all were gonna run it. I did not expect the Cowboys to come out and make Dak throw as much as he did coming off the injury. But what y'all made a statement saying, look, this guy can still throw. And I think that may have been a small mistake, but y'all stay with the champs. The only last mistake that I'm telling that I took from it, y'all gave Brady too much time at the end.
I agree.
Gave him a minute 29 seconds. He's been doing that for 21 seasons. That 2-minute drill. Did you see when he waved off the coach on one of them plays? No, I'm not run. I know what I'm running this one. He waved him off and took him down the field. What he was doing was, because I think the offensive coordinator, I forget his name, the black guy, he wanted to score. Brady was like,
Byron Leftwich.
Leftwich wanted to score. And he was like, we just need to get in field goal range. I know what I'm doing. This is what I do. And we got a good kicker here. And Tom Brady just wanted to make sure the W was there, not to make sure he put it in the end zone. Gave him too much time. I like the way your offense looked. I just didn't expect for them to put it on Dak's shoulders the way they did. Here, y'all ran Pollard more than y'all ran Ezekiel Elliott. You know what I'm saying? I think that there's an issue with what's your coach name?
Mike McCarthy.
That's just so disrespectful. That's just so disrespectful.
Listen, it ain't my coach. I think Mike McCarthy has a problem with Zeke, or either he's still in Green Bay mode where he just wanted to put it in, the quarterback hand. You got a stud running back in Ezekiel Elliott, and he got 11 touches for 21 yards, was it?
32.
Okay. Well, rushing yard, he had six throwing, right? 6 yards on passing, right? So that's how he got 32 total yards, right? No,
he had 32 rushing, and he had but it's still not enough. Right.
It's still ain't enough. I mean, 32 for Ezekiel Elliott. I did make a prediction. I made a bold prediction to y'all that they were going to use Pollard more than they were going to use Ezekiel for some strange reason. However, y'all played well. I'm gonna give y'all that. I ain't gonna lie. The best part about it was y'all take a W, and I felt good about that. But y'all played well football.
Okay, go ahead, G. Because I want to go last.
Go ahead, Brent.
Okay. You sure now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, yes, we did play good. Yes. Okay. If it wasn't for the fact that our kicker, that I don't know where the hell his mind was, but I guess he was coming off injury. Like they said, he was coming off of surgery, so he wasn't capable of making the 7 points that we left on the field. We would have won that game.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, we would have. Yes, we would have. He left this. Yes. How did you not figure that, dog? How did you not figure that? And how did you not figure about? Okay, first of all, homeboy took his helmet off and slammed on the field. Is that not the Emmitt Smith rule, G? Or am I just dreaming? Don't you get 15 yards of penalty to bring your helmet off and slam it on the field in the field of play, G?
You can do the same argument for when the running back for Tampa Bay fumbled when it shouldn't have when they were running down the field. Two mistakes.
No, Corey. No, Corey. It's not the
y'all
same
would have
thing,
lost by
Corey.
more had the running backs not fumbled.
Corey. It's not the same thing, cuz it's not the same thing. He should have been penalized. 15 yards to pull his helmet off and slamming it in an aggressive manner. That is the rules of the rule book, Corey. Okay, second of all, if you tell me that wasn't an offensive pass interference for Godwin,
It's one of them calls that they missed.
Corey, no,
Okay,
Corey,
they
no,
missed.
Corey. That was not a pass, an offensive pass interference for Godwin when he pushed off. Was that
Sure
not
it
an
was.
offensive pass interference, Corey?
Sure it was. Okay.
Okay, that would have
Sure it was.
stopped that game. That would have pushed them back, and we would have had possession. But that's not my point. My point is this. My point is this, Corey. If we would not have left two field goals and one extra point on that field, we would have won that game hands down, Corey. We played
Okay.
better than
Listen.
them. Time
All
of
right. Listen.
possession, Corey.
All right. Let's flip it. Like, okay. Say if Jones wouldn't have fumbled, and then right after that, you had the other running back for Tampa Bay also fumbled. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all end up scoring. They gave y'all two on two, two
Corey.
different possessions. If that didn't happen, we're talking about the same game here where they probably would have been up by 2 scores. Who
Corey, we
knows?
still
You
play
just
better
saying
than
what
going
ifs.
down to the stretch, Corey.
You giving me what ifs.
Corey, we time of possession, Corey. Look at the stats. We still play better than going into the half of the third into the fourth. We still play better than them, and we were up. Corey, you can look
Y'all
at
were
it,
never.
bro.
What were
We
y'all
were
went up
up
into the
when we
third.
lost, Corey. We were up when we lost. Corey,
Right.
we were up when we lost, Corey.
That's the only time y'all
We
were
were
up in the
up.
game, right? Was that the only time y'all were up? That was the only time y'all
No,
were up, right?
no, Corey. That's not the only time in the game, Corey. We were up,
SG,
bro.
G was there. SG, he was there. That was the only time
G,
y'all were up in the fourth.
G.
That was
Right.
the time we almost tied it up, and then we missed the extra point.
Right.
So
Right.
then they went
Y'all went
down
up.
and they scored again. And then we kicked another field goal. We made it 21-16, went into halftime. So yeah, we never took the
21-16.
then we went 21-19, kicked another field goal, 21-19. So we never then they went and scored a touchdown. They went up 28-19, and then we came back, scored a touchdown. It was 28-20, what? 28 20
Something.
yeah, 26 or something
By
like that.
three,
25.
three, three, a three,
Yeah,
three
it was
point
2
swing.
points.
We
2 point
won
lead.
by
2
2
points. Oh, yeah, 2
points,
point swing. Yeah, 2 point
bro.
swing.
We lost by 2
So
points.
yeah. So but
Right.
I hear what you're saying, Prince, and I do agree with you on the 60-yard kick, I don't count that. Like that's a
Tough kick.
50% chance, 40% chance you make it.
Right.
I'm not doing that.
Right.
A 31-yard field goal that wasn't blocked, you got to make that. An extra point, you got to make that. So I count those. The difference with what you're saying, Corey, is we forced those fumbles. We punched the ball out for
Yes,
those
we
fumbles.
did.
Okay, I give you that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I give
it's
you
something that we did. They didn't do anything for him to miss the field goal. He just missed the damn field goal. You know what I mean? So that's why
Yes.
I kind of disagree with you on that. Overall, I thought the boys played well, though. I thought we got killed on one side of the field. Antonio Brown killed Anthony Brown the whole first half. He killed the whole.
100 and he finished the game with 127 yards.
Yeah. And like 90 of those was in the first half. And he, like I said, he was killing Anthony Brown. And then even Godwin started going against Anthony Brown. And then he killed him. He had 104 yards.
They picked on the guy. They picked on him.
But it would not have mattered, G. If we'd have made those extra points and those field goals, it still wouldn't have mattered. We were still in the game. We were still up at the end of the game. We played excellent defense. We had turnovers. It wouldn't have mattered what Brown and Godwin did. We were still supposed to win that game, bro.
We should have. We should have won. But we lost the game on special teams, period. Special teams, we beat them in every category, offense and defense. We just lost on special teams. They started their starting field position was like the 48 to our like 2. You know what I mean? So every time they
but it's hard for me to agree with that when y'all were behind the whole game.
Oh, come on, Corey. Damn, Corey, come on, man. The play was outstanding. The play was outstanding for Tampa Bay.
But they about the game. It was a here. We was never down more than until that.
Corey, we wasn't blown out.
We come down more than 2 scores until one time. That was it.
But I remember but they marched down the field on y'all like 3 times, one for 9 plays and the other for 7. That's not bad. I mean, that's just working offense. You know what I'm saying? They were coming down the field.
No, they weren't. It wasn't. It
No,
wasn't
they weren't,
consistent.
Corey.
It wasn't consistent.
No, they weren't,
So
Corey.
I'm just saying 2 times they went down the field. You know, just they did what they wanted to do. You know,
look how many times they got the ball at the 20 and had the punt, and look how many times they got the ball at the 48 or on our side of the field. And out of the times they scored, they got the ball at the 45 and up when they scored. They never really had a long drive except for that first touchdown when they was at the 6. That was the only time. But besides that, they had great field position, and I get it. That's a credit to them though. That's a credit to their kicker. They punted punting that crap with that ball, man.
Yes, he was killing them.
Yeah.
You're right, G. He was killing them.
To your credit, like I said before, y'all played great golf. Y'all played great football. The mistake was made at the end of the game, giving that man a minute 29 seconds.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
But
what about the offensive defense, Corey? What about that?
That's a part of the game,
that's
bro.
Like
I said, that's a part of the game. Part of the game, like I said, when y'all scored that last one, I ain't gonna lie, y'all hurry up offense was going down there. I think y'all were trying to score to make sure that y'all were gonna win this game. But in the process, nobody said we giving Tom Brady a minute 29. Nobody thought about hold on a second,
right.
you know.
Actually, the mistake was made once we got past the 45-yard line of theirs. We should have started running it. You know,
it was all throws.
They threw the first one out of bounds. Then they threw the screen or the pass to the little wheel pass to Zeke, and Zeke took it. Zeke took it instead of cutting it up. Zeke ran out of bounds. Stopped the clock again. Like you can't do that. You can't do that. And then the next play, you know, we got a good drive, gonna be a good catch for a field goal. Enough time for a field goal. Kick the field goal was good. That's what a mistake was made. Instead of trying to bleed the clock and make them use their timeout, they didn't do that. They allowed them to keep 2 of their timeouts, which was a mistake, man. So we left way too much time for the GOAT. The GOAT came down and did what the GOAT do, you know. So but
I agree.
I feel good about my team, and the reason they didn't run the ball is because without Zach Martin in the game, our best offensive lineman, our rushing ability is not that good. And against the number 1 defense in running, the rush defense in the league, we weren't going to run our heads against the wall like that, man. It was actually smart game planning. It was smart game planning. They gave us the opportunity to win, man. So I think this week, you'll see a different game plan. You'll see Zeke get more touches against the Chargers coming up. So I feel good about what we did, though. So, all right, let's move on, man. Let's move on. Game that just finished. Miami Dolphins, New England. Mac Jones. Tua Tagovailoa. Tua.
Okay. Okay.
Give me your thoughts on the game, Prince. Start with you today.
Okay, actually, I
You want to hear the Falcons? You want to talk about it?
Okay. Well, that was a good game, and I feel that it came out the way we expected. Tua Tagovailoa played an outstanding game, and I'm sure Mike Franklin agrees with that. He played an outstanding game, and a couple of like myself, I apologize, Mike Franklin. I underestimated him. I didn't think he would come out and play the way he played. So you know, I do say my bad on that. But I think it's still gonna be a tough road for Miami because they have too many hurdles in front of them and too many good teams that I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs. Corey, do you agree with me or disagree?
Who's not gonna make it?
Miami
to
the playoffs.
I tend to disagree because I think their defense is still stellar.
Okay.
It's too early to say, but I'm just saying their defense is still pretty decent. You know, I want to wait to see what it is. I'm not going to throw the bus at them just yet. Hell, I got a lot going riding on Mac Jones. I like how he looked. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little early, but in their division, they got a good chance. You know what I'm saying? I think still like their defense. I want to say we got to wait till game 8. It's going to tell a whole lot of stories then. You know what I'm saying? But
okay.
I want to wait, man. I want to wait.
Yeah, the game was a lot closer than I thought it would be. I thought Miami would kind of stifle, the rookie quarterback. But like you were saying before, the rookie quarterback's poised, man. He's poised to be a really, really good quarterback. He stayed in there. He stayed in the pocket, stayed strong. Matt Jones, he's going to be a good one. I like what they're doing. I still am not sure what they're doing with Tua. They're not letting him go. He
No, they're not.
still have got him in a chokehold. Like they won't let him get loose. So everything's a read option type play. I think you got to let Tua play, man. Let Tua play. I think he has a strong enough
Yeah, let him
arm.
play.
I think he has a great head on him. He played in a NFL style offense in Alabama. Let the man go. Let the man go.
Yeah.
But it's a good win though. Good win.
Did y'all realize that the first week in the NFL, it was 15 starters that were rookies last year in college? That were playing in college last year this time.
Yes, sir.
15.
Wow.
15. Yeah.
That's a lot.
Starters. Yeah, man.
That's a lot.
Yes, sir.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
15 rookie starters, right, at quarterback.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's go to Jameis Winston, the New Orleans Saints.
Jamie?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
They put it on the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, they did.
38-3. 38-3. Aaron Rodgers could only muster up 3 points. He's on my fantasy team.
Sorry about that.
Prince, let's go to you first, brother.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate this. I'm sorry. I had to do my Ric Flair impersonation because to be the man, you got to beat the man. Woo! I told you about Jameis Winston, but y'all laughed at me. Y'all laughed at me and jumped at me the whole time. Y'all said, please, Jameis Winston ain't good nothing. But what happened today, cuz? What happened today? What happened today? Okay, he came out there, he played strong, he played conservative, he didn't throw anything away, he didn't get no interceptions. I said once he was under Drew Brees, he was going to learn how to play the quarterback position, and that's exactly what he did. I'm sorry, fellas, if I'm boring you, I'm sorry. I'm boasting, and I'm going to boast right now, so you guys just have to deal with it. Okay, because you told me that Jameis Winston was nothing. Okay, I agree. Cam Newton, I was wrong. Y'all were right about that. I can eat crow about that. I don't know what happened with that, but I can eat crow about that. But Jameis Winston came out and he balled, bro. He showed. I knew once he got under a different coach that cared about his quarterback play, that cared about what he can bring to the team, and he was under a Hall of Fame quarterback with the tutelage and watching him play for that year and him coaching him in his ear that he was going to be great because that's the only thing that he needed. He didn't have that in Tampa Bay. He needed that tutelage from Breeze to show him, okay, you don't have to rush all the time. You don't have to just throw into different defenses that you're not sure if they're going to catch the ball or not. And he played a terrific game. And also, I have to say this, people. I am so elated because my wife team got their ass kicked, and she talked so much crap about Cowboys, but they got spanked. So I'm gonna post those posters on the internet. Green Bay got spanked, bruh. So she can watch this show, Tiffany. Please. All right, I'm done.
All right, go ahead, Corey.
I think this is the first time in NFL history that a person has thrown for 5 touchdowns and only threw under 150 yards. He was very conservative. I can say that they put plays together that he can make. He didn't have to throw down the field that 5,000 mile. I mean, that 5,000 yard Jameis Winston is what they didn't want to do that. A lot of dump offs, a lot of Now he made some good throws. I ain't gonna lie to you. That 148 yards that he threw, I mean, it was some good safe throws. That's what you get whenever you're dealing with a Sean Payton. You know what I'm saying? We're not finna. You don't have to overdo this. We got Kamara here. They did a lot of that because Kamara had 20 for 80, a little bit less than 100. They played conservative. Or can I ask this question here? Was Green Bay just that sad today?
Don't go there. Don't go there.
It's a good question.
Jameis played good.
Jameis played okay. 148 yards. He didn't throw far now. 148 yards. It ain't a lot of throwing. He was, I think, 14 for 20.
You just don't stop, D. You just don't stop, D.
Can we be real? He had a good
You
game.
just don't stop, D.
148 yards, baby. That's 100.
Okay. G.
But is this the same Green Bay that we know? We don't normally get that from Aaron Rodgers. He was 15 for 28 for 133 himself, and 2 interceptions. So my question is, and I get all that good stuff you were talking about. So I'll pass it to G. Were they just that good, or was Green Bay that bad?
Green Bay was that bad. Green Bay was that bad. But let me say, they were that bad because of New Orleans' defense.
Okay.
New Orleans' defense put Jameis Winston in great position to be successful. Like Corey said, he only had 140-some yards passing.
Okay, it doesn't make a difference what he had, but he won the game.
When he got the ball, he didn't have to do anything. He was in position to score already a lot of the time. So
don't give me the headlights, Corey. Don't give me the headlights.
Fantasy football loves Jameis Winston right now. Because he didn't have to do anything. But what I saw was when they pressured Jameis Winston, he went back to Jameis Winston. He threw an interception that should have counted into triple coverage. They called a roughing the passer when all he did was get hit. That's all he did. He got hit in the midsection. He didn't get taken down hard. He just got a hard hit. It shouldn't have been a penalty.
G, what was the final score?
Huh? 38-3.
G, what's to what?
38-3.
38-3.
So what are you saying? They spanked him, G. They spanked him, G.
No, they did. The Saints did. They did. But I'm saying he was put in a great position to be successful. That's all I'm saying. He didn't play a bad game. But I did see the same tendencies before. So his tendencies ain't changed. They were just up where he didn't have to do it. But I want to see when the game is close, what happens.
Okay. Let me throw this out at you.
Okay. Come on. Because I got a disclaimer I want to say after y'all finish.
3-yard pass to Alvin Kamara, 1-yard pass to Juwan Johnson, 10-yard pass to Chris Hogan. Let me see here. 8-yard pass to Juwan Johnson, and then he had a 50-yard pass to Deontay Harris. That was a good one. That's 55. That
was the last one.
Yeah, that's that 55-yard. But look at 3, 5, 8, 10.
Okay. Now I know a lot of people like Corey. A lot of people are on GC, and a lot of people like Prince is just out there. He's just crazy.
Prince.
But
I
take that. No. I take that. But let me say no. Let me say this. No, let me say this, please. I called Jameis Winston to be on top of his game this season, and he was on top of his game. No matter how many few yards he threw for. He controlled the game. He controlled the offense. He controlled his interceptions, which he would have had more. But old Jameis Winston, risk it or biscuit, would have had a terrible game. But he played a conservative game, and he came out there and he put it on him, dog. Y'all got to give him credit for that. Y'all don't want to give him credit for that. I understand, but you have to give. He controlled the game. He came out there, he played his game, and he controlled it, bro. Y'all got to give him credit for that, man. Y'all have to.
Okay. Look, hey, Winston won, man. I give you that, bro. I'm with you. I'm with you. Let's move on to the team
Man,
that didn't win. The Atlanta
which one?
Falcons. At home, and I didn't get to go. I didn't go to the game, but I did hear it on TV, and it sounded like a away game for the Falcons. It sounded like
I
a home
watched it
game for
on
the
TV,
Philadelphia Eagles.
so I can talk to Corey. I watched it.
Let me hear your thoughts on the game, Corey. This is your team.
No.
Oh no! You're not going out like that.
We're gonna
No,
reverse
no,
it back to Prince. All right.
Oh no!
We're gonna reverse it back to Prince. Let's go ahead. Wait with it.
Hey,
We're gonna reverse it back to Prince.
I need the first card.
We're gonna skip that.
No.
Then we're gonna reverse it back to Prince. All right, reverse it. We're gonna skip you, baby. Look, and then I'll make you draw four. Cause get your four. Go ahead. Let's hear it.
Okay, people, let's take a deep breath here and let's get serious about what's going on right now. Corey talked a bunch of junk to me about how my team was going to get beaten and blown out by Tampa Bay by at least 20, if I'm not mistaken. He said
12.
we had how much?
14 to 12, something like that. Yeah,
14.
No.
14.
You said we was run at least by 20. Okay. Thank you very much for that silence. That means you agree with me. Okay. So now, and I said to Corey, if you guys, our lower listeners, realize that you're going to get beat by the Eagles. Corey says, no, that's not going to happen. I said, okay, yes, it would. And she's like, you know what? I'm neutral because I like both teams, so I'm not going to say nothing, which I respect that, G. Thank you for that. Because I would be on YouTube. But all I want to know is basically, Corey, what happened?
It's sad. It's sad. Listen, there's a reason why I had this shirt on. We played like some cartoon characters, some Mario Bros. There's a reason for this on. Listen, we played like we played like we always play. Listen, I have no excuses. I wanted us to be better. But the reason why I had this on is we played like some characters. 6.6, look. Matt Ryan threw for 61 yards, was it? No interceptions. No, not a whole lot of going on. We played well in the first half, and then some kind of strange way, Jalen Hurts went and pulled out a Superman cake. and it's over. You know what I'm saying? Look, he played like a veteran. We had no answer for it. Now, this is the thing about this is no excuse. What? This is what Atlanta does. So I'm prepared for this.
That's what you're going there for. That's where you're going, right?
Yeah. Okay. No. Listen to me, Kevin. What? I got to go back and say, listen, we learned a little bit. It's going to get better next week. We're going to, it's going to. What you want?
I want to hear from Little John, Brandon Buchanan. I want to hear from all of them and what their excuses are about, because they had a lot to say with the Cowboys loss. They were blowing up.
Hold up. Don't do that. We look good coming out the tunnel. We look great coming out the tunnel.
Right. I was telling you, everybody look good in their fresh uniforms, running and doing their thing. Yeah, y'all look good. Y'all look like Rocky 3 against Mr. T. Don't. Adrian, I did it. No. Adrian, I didn't do it.
No, I think y'all might be in trouble. I've told y'all the offensive line is y'all problem, and once again, it was y'all problem again today. If you can't block for your quarterback, you can't move the ball. They couldn't even. They didn't have enough time to get anybody the ball. Ridley, Pitts, it was bad. Gage, it was bad. It was bad.
It was bad.
Y'all got to play next week in Tampa. So it's not getting any better.
That run defense. That run defense.
Yeah.
Hey, if I drive that,
let's move on. Pittsburgh.
Let's move on.
Pittsburgh.
No.
It's not a
Okay.
whole lot to
Okay.
talk about. It's not a whole
Pitt-
lot to talk about.
Pittsburgh, Buffalo.
I expected Buffalo to win, but they didn't. I
I
thought they were
expected
going to pull
Buffalo
it
to
out.
win. I did.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I'm still not impressed with Ben Roethlisberger. Excuse me.
Me,
Ben
oh, me
Roethlisberger.
neither, though. By no
But
means, bro. By no
that
means.
defense, Pittsburgh's defense is back.
Yes. Yes.
Pittsburgh defense is back.
I agree.
So that was an impressive win in Buffalo. That's an impressive win.
I won't go impressive, but I would go a safe win. They came out and end with it, and the defense picked it up. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if y'all think Brent Roethlisberger is gonna win MVP, y'all sadly mistaken. Don't put your money on him in fantasy because he did not play up to par.
No, that's a good. It's still a good win though. On the road.
Yeah,
I saw
yeah.
so far what we've been talking about with our veteran quarterbacks, right? With the exception of Dak and Brady.
Yes.
I think Ben Roethlisberger had 188 yards, under 200 yards. Our veteran guys that normally throw for 5,000, 4,000, 5,000 yards started off very slow. All right.
Yes,
so
sir.
Ben Roethlisberger, I think, like I said, he was under 200. He had a touchdown. But what he did show me was veteran showmanship. He showed me that he knew how to run that, slow the game down a little bit. He showed me that, with the defense, following the defense, they held Jared Allen down, whatever. And so do enough to like I said, to keep the game interesting. At the same time, you give it to the coaching also. Listen, man, they didn't want Ben Roethlisberger out there throwing a whole lot. They just said, listen, you keep the game boxed in. You know what I'm saying? Whenever we need you, we'll need you. But if not, hey man, just keep my game to a simple, to a simple pace. And I think it was impressive to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well,
they did what Pittsburgh do. Come out with the W.
Yep. Good point. Yep. Well, fellas, man, that's it. Our hour's up. Man. We got a lot left in the tank, but we got to jump back on it.
Thank God for keeping it simple with Atlanta. I know you want to say more.
I want to say more. But I'll say for another time. I'll say for another time because you got lucky today. Because there's a game coming on tonight.
You wanted me to fight.
You got lucky today. You talk so much trash about the Cowboys, dog. You talk so much trash, bro.
Yeah.
And y'all got spanked. We lost by 2. Y'all got spanked, bro. But okay, go ahead, G.
Hey, y'all.
Hold up, before y'all leave, what we do have in common are W's.
Oh, yes, we do.
No, we don't. We got L's.
You ain't nothing, dog. You ain't nothing. You ain't nothing. All right, go ahead,
man.
G.
Hey,
go ahead, G.
Great show, fellas. Great show. Episode 49 in the books, season 2, man. We appreciate y'all rocking with us. Mike Franklin, Brandy Buchanan, Rodney Littlejohn, Nadine Wright, James Littlejohn, Mother in Love, Alicia Roberts, Chuck Littlejohn. We thank y'all so much. We appreciate y'all. Kanisha Davis, thank you for joining in as well, baby. Remember, y'all, the show will be changed on Sundays from 7:20 to 8:20.
Yes.
Wednesday is still the same, 8 o'clock. We're still on. We might try to add a Tuesday in there. We'll let y'all know once the fellas we reconvene and talk about it. We'll let y'all know though.
Yes.
All right, we appreciate y'all.
Sunday night football.
Yes, sir, baby. It's already started, man. We love y'all. Hey, we out. Peace.
Peace.